Something burst in my head. I couldn't cope. We should never have let it happen.
So Leeds Arts Centre are putting on a winter festival, and it's essentially a showcase for new and emerging talent within the group. So we've got new directors trying out directing for the first time, we've got new writers having their work performed for the first time, we've got people acting for the first time, and so it's a really interesting and positive thing that we're doing. From my point, like essentially I've got a piece of writing that's being performed called Fortified Spirits. I'm acting, my first time ever acting, in a show called The Barrier, which has been written by another member called Neville, Judson. I'm having a couple of my sketches performed, I'm performing a couple of sketches, so it's really testing my very limited capabilities. So, but yeah, it's a really nice process of just being able to do stuff in such a safe and rewarding space.
So Fortified Spirits is a very lovely, emotional play, I suppose really about grieving and moving on and love. I've not worked with the majority of the actors before, and the two main leads have been a joy to work with. They've been really passionate about the piece, and they've worked really hard, and we got into the character straight away, which was fantastic, seeing as we lost 2 weeks of our 6-week rehearsal period because Adam had flu.
Hey, this is Jules. Sorry I missed your call. If you want, why don't you leave a message and I'll get back to you just as soon as I can. Hope you have a great day. Catch you later.
Alex is moving house into their new flat. She's grieving from the death of her ex-partner, Jules. Jules is there with her as a ghost, or maybe a form of her imagination to help with the grieving. And the play really, I suppose, is the process of her getting through and coping through that, and maybe moving on away from Jules. But there's some really like funny moments when they're like chatting and reflecting, but then there's really some like heart-wrenching moments too.
I felt like I should talk about the accident, but it was nice to talk to someone and not know. I always felt like such a broken little bird after your death, and everyone just being so frustratingly gentle. That's why I stopped responding. People felt obliged to check in on the widowed friend, but it meant I couldn't ever talk to people. Not properly. It always felt like they were taking pity on me, putting up with me.
No, but I think what you're, at this point you're stressed. It's not saying that you're actually in the script, that the audience sees doesn't say that you've got tears in your face. Do you know what I mean? You're just that you're hurting, that you're in pain.
Yeah,
really,
finally, like actually talking about it and being a bit angry is fine, and that's maybe a bit. That in itself is maybe like ugly.
Yeah,
but that's fine.
Grieving is ugly, isn't it?
Even if it's like a bit angry.
Oh, what happened to you? Died while saving orphans from a burning school bus? Very noble. And you, killed in the act of passion by a jealous lover, with garden shears? Shocking. And you, surrounded by your friends and family, happy in your old age until beep, 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 turned into a flatline. Cozy. Oh, me? Fido couldn't hack it anymore and took me with him.
Fortified Spirits is the first thing I ever wrote that was long form. I'd written sketches and stuff in the past, but like I never really attempted to write an entire story before. And it was written in a bit of a dark place for me, but I actually found the process of writing it very, very therapeutic, and I would probably have just kept it like in a drawer somewhere, but when a couple of people actually had a read through it, they said that kind of like I should, let people see it.
You didn't get murdered by a dog. Just a minute. Hello?
Oh, hi. I'm Sam from just across the hall and down one.
I think you need to be on for that bit.
This is what we're saying. This is what we're saying.
I think you need to be on. No, because I think you need to be on for that line.
What's the
I can
line?
come in whenever you feel
What is
free.
the line? Is it high, I'm...
I'm Sam.
Yeah, do high and then
think-
push me back.
I think you should do high and then push.
No, but it didn't work because I'd forgot that just a minute line, so I was already stood there before I said hello. It's my fault.
Is that why it was?
Yeah, that's like
Oh,
the twin.
right, that's why I
No,
thought
go
you-
back. No, let's do it again.
These podcasts, they're about anything interesting?
Oh, no, they're mostly about people trying to solve murders that happened in the American Midwest.
Yeah? Is there like a punchline or a twist?
Oh, no, it just turns out that tons of kids got murdered in the 1980s.
Bet none of them got murdered by a dog.
Oh, you didn't get murdered by a dog. Just a minute. Hello?
Hi, I'm Sam from just across the hall and down one. Can I come in and say hi? Oh, I've got goodies.
She went 2 years back today. In fact, almost to the hour.
No daffs that day.
No. None. I went to the hospital without any, and it was as if she sensed it. She gave up soon after. I felt so hopeless. Like I'd let her down.
She died on her birthday.
Yeah. A complete circle, my daughter says. It was expected, don't get me wrong. She'd been in since Feb. It was the first year without any daffs. And, well, I come out of habit. Take some daffs around to Tracy. Start something new.
Your daughter?
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah?
I think change matters to you, or else you wouldn't have spoken to me.
Like the part is that they go off, you come down and try and sort of look like you're going to console me.
So if I came through here,
and then I'd sort of like, I'd go, right, brush you off a bit. Okay. You go off that way.
I joined Leeds Arts Centre about 3 or 4 months ago, and the play that they're rehearsing behind me at the moment, which will be on tomorrow, is about two couples, married couples, who meet after having last seen each other 20 years before. They fell out in a big way, and through the course of the play you gradually find out what it was they fell out about, and it reaches a kind of uncomfortable resolution.
I looked at the vicar with his idiotic, unperceiving smile, and I knew that I was corrupt beyond redemption. Dirty. I'd fallen beneath contempt on the night before my wedding, and Graham made it happen. Let it happen. At the reception, I hardly knew where I was, who I was. Have you seen that advert? I don't know what it's for. There's this crowd of people, all in black and white, except one. There's one who's in colour. That was me. I was there in lurid colour. Look, everybody!